Hello y'all, this is Prime Tron Zero, and today I'm doing another Transformers review about Constructicons and Devastator. Now, the Constructicons made their first appearance in Transformers Generation 1, and they were Decepticons, and what they were construction vehicles, and they were all the same color. They were like a lime green and a purple color. They were like a greenish purple color. And they were no joke, You had Mixmaster, you had Long Haul, You had Rampage. It was different ones. They had all different names. And they were no joke. I have to say they were no joke. They were strong, and they had the ability to combine. They were combiner, and they combined into a powerful robot known as Devastator. And when they combined, they were indestructible. They were a very powerful robot. They were no joke. And that's one thing I gotta say about Devastator. He was unstoppable. He was a very powerful Decepticon. He was a big robot, and he was made of different construction vehicles, and he was also he was a combiner. Was a combiner. They combined into one big robot, and they were the Constructicons. They combined to form Devastator. And they were Decepticons. They were also the first combiners that they introduced in Transformers. They were the first combiners in Transformers history, and they were no joke. And they made their first appearance in Transformers Generation 1. They also made many appearances in the Transformers comics. They also made appearances in Transformers Animated. Also, Devastator made his appearance in the Transformers live-action movies. He made his appearance in Transformers 2, Revenge of the Fallen. And I have to say I love his design in Revenge of the Fallen. He was just like his G1 counterpart. He was made up of different construction vehicles, and they all had some of the similar names as their G1 counterparts. They had some of the same colors, but some of them had different colors. But their design was different as Devastator. I have to say they design as Devastator was a little different from the G1 counterpart. But just like the G1 counterpart, they were indestructible. They were very powerful, and they were combiners. And they introduced them in Transformers 2, Revenge of the Fallen. And I have to say I'm a big fan of Devastator, and I'm a huge fan of the Constructicons. Huge fan. And I have to say they very powerful, and they just no joke. When they combine, that's when they the most dangerous. So they made many appearances throughout the different generations of Transformers. They appeared in the Transformers G1. They appeared in the G1 cartoon. They also appeared in the 1986 G1 animated movie. And they also appeared in Transformers Revenge of the Fallen. And they also made their appearance in Transformers Animated. And they have different versions of Devastator. Also, Devastator made many video game appearances. Devastator made his appearance in Transformers Fall of Cybertron. He also made the appearance in Transformers Revenge of the Fallen game. And they also made an appearance in Transformers Devastation. They were one of the, the character is so popular that they had a game named after him. So that tells you how popular Devastator is, Even to this very day, he's still popular, And they have a lot of toys. They had different versions of the Devastator toy. They had the live action movie version, and they have the G1 Masterpiece, toy, which is awesome. So, it was just incredible how his character stays irrelevant for all these years, because he made many appearances in a live action movie, in a comic book, and in the comics too, And he made his first appearance in G1, And I'm a huge Devastator fan. I like all the different versions. I like all his designs too, because he had different designs. And over the years, his designs have changed, But he still has that look to him of Devastator. They never changed completely how he looked. It's Devastator, So I really enjoy all the versions of Devastator. I want to know from my subscribers, what's your favorite Devastator moment? What's your favorite version of Devastator, and what's your favorite version of the Constructicons? Is it the comic book version? Is it the G1 version? Is it the live action movie version? Is it the Transformers animated version? They made many appearances, especially in many games. Like Transformers. Excuse me, y'all. Transformers. Fall of Cybertron. It was Fall of Cybertron. They also was in the Transformers Revenge of the Fallen game. They were in the movie too, and they also was in Transformers Devastation. And I have to say I'm a huge fan of the character. I'm a huge fan of Devastator. And Devastator has like a gun. He has and he's very powerful. He causes a lot of devastation. He's very powerful. In a live action movie, he had the ability to suck up everything. His mouth was like a weapon. He has the ability to suck up everything that's metal. Kind of like a lot like Lockdown Ship. Has some of that same, that ability, that technology that he can just suck up anything, And it's cool that he made many appearances. That shows how popular he is in the characters like Long Haul, Mixmaster, Rampage. It's just so many of them, and that goes to show how popular the Devastator character really is. And they were the first combiners in Transformers history, And I want to know from my subscribers, what's your favorite Constructicon? And what's your favorite combiner, in Transformers history? Because there was so many combiners, but Devastator was like the very first of the combiners that they introduced, that they gave us, from the very beginning. And, I just want to know from my subscribers, what's your favorite Devastator moment, to me, one of my Devastator moments is probably in the 1986 animated movie. That's one of my favorite, moments when he caused so much damage to the Autobot City, and then also in the live action movie, when he was sucking up everything, in the desert, he was sucking up everything, So, yeah, I'm a huge Devastator fan. I'm a huge fan of the Constructicons. Most definitely. I'm a huge fan, And it's amazing how his character stays irrelevant, for all these years. And they got so many toys of him, So many different, versions of toys. And he made many comic book appearances too, And he has fought in so many Autobots. He has fought in Optimus Prime. He has fought in the Dinobots. That shows how powerful and tough he is. He has gotten with the Dinobots, and Optimus. That shows how strong he is. He's very dangerous. He's very loyal to Megatron too. Very loyal. And he's very powerful, you know. And he's very creepy when he's Devastator. Like, that voice, he's very creepy, you know. Like he was creepy in G1, but he was also creepy in a live action movie, you know, just creepy, you know. And he was just like a monster, you know. He just eats everything, and he just destroys everything in his path, you know. And he listens to Megatron. He's very loyal to his leader, but he's very powerful. He's a powerful robot, you know, very powerful, you know. He was the first combiner. He was the first of his kind that they introduced. You know, he was one of the very first ones that we got to see, especially in G1, you know. And his character, he made many appearances throughout Transformers history. He made many video game appearances too, you know. And it's just awesome. You know, his design. I love his G1 design. I love his comic book version design. I love his live action movie design, you know. And, you know, hopefully we'll see him more in many cartoons and maybe even in later movies, you know what I mean? But you know, his design is so unique, and it's different, you know. It's different, you know. There's one thing I can say about Devastator. His design is so unique, and he's no joke. He's very vicious, he's evil, and he's very powerful. And, you know, he doesn't like Autobots, you know what I mean? I think he's definitely most feared when he's Devastator. Like, he's most feared, you know. And he's very powerful, you know. And he's very loyal, you know, to Megatron, you know. You know, Megatron has used him for many things, for many, you know, for many missions, you know what I mean? He's very loyal to Megatron. He's like he was definitely like one of Megatron's most powerful, like his secret weapon. He was basically Megatron's secret weapon, you know what I mean? And, he's very powerful. He could suck up anyone. He could suck up any Autobot and just eat them and devour them. You know, he could suck up anything, you know what I mean? And just, you know, that shows how powerful he is, you know. You know, and he's no joke. He picks up other Autobots and he throws them. He picks up stuff and he throws stuff, you know what I mean? That shows how powerful he is. He's a very powerful robot, you know what I mean? And you know, that's something he's made of, different construction vehicles, which that's so unique, you know what I mean? And I want to make a shout out to my subscribers, and I just want to say God bless you all, and thank you for your support, you know. You know, I want to make a shout out to Miss Crunchy, make a shout out to Black or Bright, make a shout out to Blue Moon, Cool Moon, you know, make a shout out to each and every one of my subscribers. And I just want to say God bless you all. And thank you for your support, you know. And I want to know from my subscribers, what's your favorite? Do you like the Devastator character? Do you like the Constructicons? Do you like them when they form Devastator, or do you like them without? Before they form, you know what I mean? And is Devastator your favorite combiner? Or do you have different combiners, you know? And I just want to know down in the comments section down below, what's your favorite Transformer combiner, you know? What's your favorite Devastator moment, you know what I mean? And he's definitely most feared, you know what I mean? And he's made of different construction vehicles, which is really cool.